What is up, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the greatest show on earth. That is the AC Show, the greatest show on YouTube. I am Chris, aka Mr. Carol Science, and this beautiful young gentleman to my right is
Aaron, aka the Handy Outdoor Nerd. How you doing, everybody? Thank you for joining us this evening. So we are all nerds here, which is why you're watching this. If you're watching this live or not live, and we found out a tragic thing that happened in our nerdy culture, but it's tragic. Period. That it happened. You want to pop that up, Chris? So Chadwick Boseman, if I'm saying this last name correctly, passed away today. Died at 43 from cancer.
Yeah, it's a sad day, man.
Yeah. So he's been battling it for, I think, was it five years or so?
Said that he was diagnosed in like 2016. He's been fighting it.
Yeah. So he's been battling it for a while. Yeah. So
oh, it's so sad, man.
Passed away. Yeah. So yeah, he died from colon. Passed away from colon cancer. So, yeah, I know that's not what we wanted to do starting off the show, but it's sad that it happened, and
I tell you, 2020's had too many casualties, man. Even Black Panther was not immune.
Yeah. So
I mean,
so yeah, I told Chris before we started, it's like 2020 just took a dump all over Marvel.
For sure, because he was a huge part of their Phase 2 plans.
Well, Phase 4.
Or whatever you want to call it. Phase whatever it is.
Phase 4 is what they're doing. But yeah, so that's very unfortunate that has happened. Chris had said he had seen it just moments before I actually showed him, and Barnacules shared it, and so yeah, and I wanted to kind of tie in like that. Did you know that Barnacules is now on TikTok?
I have seen him post some stuff on Twitter, but I actually removed. I don't have TikTok anymore. I got rid of it.
I've sent you a lot of videos, man.
Oh, have you? I deleted it off my phone, so if you've sent it to me, I haven't gotten them. I'm sorry.
Well, yes, it's because it was on TikTok. I sent it to you, but yeah, he's on there, so that was cool. But so yeah, it's kind of a sad start off to the show, but yeah. So hello, TK, how's it going? Brent Viking, how's it going, my friend? Still have to get you on the show at some point in time.
For sure. We really, really do. Sorry, I'm trying to pull something up real quick. Because I have a cool print that I want to show off. I have a cool print I want to show off, but I don't have the print with me. It is at my classroom, but let me just share my screen. Oh, here, wait, hold on, wait. Boom, good old banner, cool prints.
There you go.
Yeah, I want to show you guys what I've done here. That's not it. I want this one. So, this is my version of an ear saver. It's one that I
Nice.
designed. I designed it myself, which is, kind of a funny thing when you consider all the interesting designs that we've had on our show. But basically, I want to just kind of shout this out real quick. So, my brother, my younger brother, he he's an EMT. I mean, certified. He was a certified paramedic, but he ended up leaving that job, and now he started his own business called Code 4 CPR and First Aid. So what he does is he goes to like schools, and he trains the teachers in CPR and first aid. He trains students in CPR and first aid. And so it's pretty cool, actually. It's a small business that he started maybe a year ago or so. And he's putting together a small business fair. So at the small business fair, he
Nice.
contacted a bunch of small businesses that are owned by first responders, and he's going to have the small business fair on September 11th. And so he just noticed that because of COVID and everything, there wasn't really anything planned for September 11th, and so he wanted to do something to highlight some small businesses. So he's got this area at our local fairgrounds, whatever, and he has all these small businesses that are going to be setting up booths for people to come and maybe buy stuff from these little small businesses. And so he was asking me if I wanted to participate and make some stuff for his small business fair, because all the money that, not all of it, but a lot of the money that is being made at the fair is going to be donated to Operation Underground Railroad, which, if you guys have never heard of Operation Underground Railroad, they are all about, basically what they do is they help stop child trafficking, human trafficking. And I think since they started, they've brought like over 6,000 kids back to their homes that had been kidnapped. And so I think it's really, really cool organization. And so I told them that I wanted to make some stuff and that we could sell it, and then all the money that we make from selling it would just go straight to the organization. So I did my best to try and make an ear saver that utilized his logo. This kind of looks like his logo, so I tried to use
Nice.
his logo to
Looks
make
a
it
lot
ear
better
saver.
than the image of me. It doesn't look anything like me.
Thanks, Don. I'm not on that computer, or else I would totally pull it up, man. I was just I was just I was
Eddie,
talking
how's it going,
to
man?
I was just talking to Josh just the other day, because
Which
he
Josh?
actually had Josh. I don't know his last name. Josh got
Or
bored.
Josh got bored? Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
there's a lot of
there's a lot of Joshes. So, yeah, I was talking to Josh Got Bored the other day, and he had some files that he had made that he said that I could print and use in the fair. I've been trying to contact makers that I know. I put something out on Twitter, but it just kind of like disappeared and didn't really get any traction. So I've been contacting makers that I know do a lot of designing, and trying to see if they'd be willing to donate some models so that I could print them and sell them, with the understanding that I wouldn't be selling them for my own profit. I would only be selling them so that all of the proceeds would go straight to Operation Underground Railroad. And once the fair was over, then I would no longer sell those models at all. It would just be for that one thing. So I've contacted a couple of makers. I got Joe too, and he said that I could. He said anything that he's created, he'd let me go ahead and print and sell at the fair. So I've been cranking out a bunch of chibi malls and cranking out a bunch of little low poly dinos, because I'm sure that those would do really well. But I've been looking for some 3D prints that might fit the theme better of first responders and Operation Underground Railroad, because that's really what the charity is all about. And so what we're going to do is we're going to sell the things, and rather than like sell them, I'm going to say free with a donation, so that I'm not the one that's deciding, you know, how much they cost. But I figure, you know, if I print, you know, 40 or 50 of these ear savers and sell them for $1, you know, or, you know, people donate $1 and they get an ear saver, or donate $1 and get a chibi mall, donate $1, get a low poly dino, you know, then I can maybe raise, I'm probably not going to raise a lot, but I can maybe raise 100 bucks, 150 bucks, 200 bucks, whatever. And so, and I'm not the only person that's going to be doing stuff. It's going to be a big fair. I think he said that there's 22 businesses that are going to have booths at this little carnival, this little fair. So
that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anyways, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it because it's a 3D print that doesn't look like absolute garbage.
So you know what I've been doing in here. No one else does really, because I've not posted it. But I've actually been working on the office.
Look at that.
Changing the color.
The yellow is going away slowly but surely, huh?
I got a friend. Whenever I showed that I was painting, it said, "Yellow stresses me out." I was like, he could have said something. It's like, I didn't want to be rude. It's like, it's not rude. I don't like the yellow either. It's taken me 2 years to paint it, but yellow will be gone eventually. So I've got about half painted. So
have you had any time to print anything cool the last week or so? Eddie says, I don't like your yellow either.
I don't like it, but it works good for green screen.
Yeah, it works actually pretty well for the green screen.
I mean, seriously, that's the one good thing about it.
That
once I get my
pretty solid.
There we go. Get my keying set. So I mean, you don't really see the yellow, but like right here you see it some there, and kind of behind my fingers. Woo. Let's see what the other color looks like. Let's see how that does. Nope, not at all. So if I want to do green screen, I will have to use my green screen. That is quite interesting.
So I finally have started to get my 3D printers back working again. Slowly. Mm-hmm. My Ender's printing pretty good right now. I just got it kind of dialed in a little bit better, but I need to replace the build surface. And in my head, I needed to order some white filament so that I could print more of those ear savers and have them be white, and then do a color swap to do the lettering and stuff in red, like I showed in the picture. So I ordered some white filament, and I said, you know what? I'm going to order from Overture, because they send you a free build surface when you order their filament. And I was like, this is a great idea. Chris is being smart. And then it came in, and I realized that it's a 200 by 200 build surface, and my Ender 3 is a 235 by 235. So not super helpful. And I think that the ANET is 220 by 220, isn't it?
No, same size as Ender. Well, no, it's 220. I think it's 220. Yeah.
I think it's 220 by 220, but that means that it won't fit my ANET either.
Yeah, and what I've done is I've just set it on actual smaller printers and just cut it like my flash forge. Things weren't sticking really well, and I was really tired of putting the glue stick down. Really tired of the glue stick. So, I mean, I literally flipped it over. You can see the blue right there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I did. Put it on there, and I've got more.
Eddie says the A-net is the size of the trash can it goes in. My A-net has been super solid. I will say my A-net has been the most consistent printer that I've ever had. Like
Can you hear
when
me?
I have it working, I mean it's like a workhorse, man.
Doing my show.
That thing just works and works and works.
See, doing my show. So can't. So yeah.
Eddie, I want to. That would be great, man. If I could travel anywhere. If I could travel anywhere, then, you know, maybe I would do that. But
I would totally do that, Eddie. I would totally do that.
Difficult. And I got my family. We need to figure out a time. I would love to go and get together with you guys. We need to plan like a guys' weekend or something where we all meet up. Find a place
Make your meet up.
is some sort of a centralized location, and we all just meet up, get a couple of hotel rooms, and hang out for like the weekend.
Oh yeah. So Eddie, you're down in Texas, unless you're working somewhere else right now. How's Texas weather happening with all the square dancing hurricanes that went through?
Texas sounds central.
A little bit over.
Go to Dallas.
Dallas. Let's see, so Eddie's there, Bryan's there. I'm trying to think of any other makers that I know that's in Texas. Mitch,
Let's see. Geez, that's the same. That's like the same distance from my house to your house almost. I mean, maybe not, but it's like 13 hours from here to Dallas.
Okay, so yeah, Eddie's just skilled me on all the different people that are down there. Because, see, I don't just go and go, hey, where are you guys from? You know, I know where certain people are from because I've talked to them and everything. So I know where you are from, I know where Chris is from, I know where Bryan is, I know where Joe Larson is. Everybody knows where Joel Tilling is. So yeah.
I'm still sad that I didn't get to go to Seattle for my anniversary. Although, like, it's after the date that we were gonna go, but it's still before my anniversary. So, Evan and Caitlin, Luby. I didn't realize that all those people are in Texas.
Wow.
You know why the maker community is so big in Texas?
Well, I know some woodworkers that are down in Texas. So
no, but Aaron, do you know why the maker community is so big in Texas?
Because everything's bigger in Texas?
Because everything's bigger in Texas, exactly.
We're not nerds at all.
You had to know it was coming, you know?
Oh, I know. But yeah.
That could be a lot of fun, though. And maybe, I might be able to find a cheap flight to Dallas or something like that. Dallas, Houston, Austin, Houston. Is he naming the
That
people
their
location
locations.
order?
Yeah, I think so. It's Eddie, so he's probably going to name them in order.
Nice.
Let's see. The only thing that I've done print wise is I reprinted another one of these gears for my friend because I printed them in PLA. I wanted to see how PLA would hold up for him. Given it's PLA, well, you know what happens when PLA gets too hot and too much friction. So, but it worked. So, and it fit. So I printed ABS ones for him because my PET G is almost gone, and I wasn't sure if I had enough PET G for it. So I just did ABS.
TK says North Wales.
Well, yes, I know you're over the pond, TK.
Maybe
I know you are definitely over the
we
pond.
should all go visit TK.
I'm down to go to Wales. Yeah, I think I can do that.
TK says, all I have done all week is print, print, print. Hard part was finding stuff to print. Well, I've been trying really, really hard to make my own 3D print design, my own designs, because I figure I got to do it. I got to learn. I gotta get a little bit better. And I've been trying to print my own stuff and not just steal other stuff. And I made the ear saver, and I'm real proud of it. Let me tell you. I think it looks okay. I made that on Tinkercad.
Yeah.
Michael.
So then the only thing I did was reprint another test piece of this. It's like a couple modifications, and that's really all I've done. I've just been busy. So, because I did the painting last weekend on half of it, I burned my fence row. I had a bunch of Johnson grass and weeds and stuff. So, yeah, just a whole bunch of busy. So, and I mowed before it got dark, and in the dark with the backyard tonight. So, because I'm in the Midwest, so things happen to get darker sooner than they do for you on the West Coast.
Well, and that's weird too. I mean, because I live in Arizona, which is, it's one of the most southern states in the United States, and so it's, closer to the equator than some of the northern states. So you would think that my days would be shorter than people more up north. Seattle or whatever, what they have, like 18 hours of sun. We get from,
I don't know.
What time's the sun? The sun comes up here about 6 o'clock and goes down about 7:30. So we get about 13 and a half hours or so right now. I've got some ocean.
Well, Eddie, that you've solved it. We're gonna go to Eddie's oceanfront property in Arizona. That's where we're going. That's where we're going, because we're all gonna go swimming in the ocean.
I'm a full-blooded Arizona. I was doing some family history work. I am a 7th generation Arizona. 7 generations of my family lived in Arizona. So, all right. So I want to tell you guys a story. So first of all, let me just say, students who are like about 12, 13 years old, they have not learned yet.
So we're talking about 3D printing and making a whole bunch of other stuff. So yeah.
They've not learned yet that islands don't float. They think that you could like swim underneath an island. And so like a few years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I was listening to some political things like the Glenn Beck show or something like that. And I was listening to this thing, and they were talking about this general who came and made a presentation before Congress, and he was worried about he was worried about an island off the coast of Africa. He was worried that they were going to become so overpopulated that it would become top heavy and the island would capsize.
It's not an iceberg. It's not an iceberg. An iceberg will do that, but that's not what an island does.
So we're doing this.
It's like people that go, the Earth is flat. The Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat. It's like a coin. So we're doing this engineering unit in my class, and we're talking about this island that's a made up state in the United States that we called Alabraska, and we said an asteroid is going to impact in Alabraska somewhere. We don't know where, but somewhere, and they have to design and engineer a system of caverns to save the people's lives who live in Alabraska. So they got to determine like how much space it takes up, and based on the rock types that exist in the soil, what, you know, where would be a good place to start digging, and, you know, location based on, you know, there's a military base and stuff, there's fault lines. So they have to create, you know, they have to do all these things to determine where they're going to build this bunker to save the state of Alabraska. And one of the kids yesterday, we were talking about where the asteroid might impact, and he was like, it's an island. And I was like, yeah, it's an island. And he goes, but if the asteroid hits the island, won't it sink? And I was like, okay, wait. You know that islands don't float, right? Like, you can't swim underneath an island. And he's like, you can't? What? Blew his mind. And I was like, kid.
That's hilarious.
I mean,
and sad.
I was like, dude, you are in 8th grade. Tell me this is not the first time that you've ever heard that an island does not just float.
Yeah.
Hey, Welbot. Thanks for coming. Thanks for popping in.
What's up, guys? You're finally awake.
Welbot, I still want to hire you to make some music for us. Don't forget, I want to hire you to make some music for us. I want a 5-minute long track that I can set a countdown timer to, so we can play that as our intro to our show, or maybe a custom track that has some sort of AC show rap.
Always fun.
What, TK, what are Jaffa cakes?
Jaffa
cakes? Coffee cakes, maybe? All right, Welbot. Hit us up, because I want to hire you to make some music for us. I think it'd be sweet, super sweet. Ooh, new software. You know what I was really, a few months ago, I've never had a Jaffa cake because I don't know what that is. If you tell me what it is, maybe there's an equivalent in the United States, or maybe it is a Jaffa cake in the United States and I'm just an idiot. Is that it? Chocolate and orange cake. I mean, I've had those chocolate oranges, the ones that you like thud on the table and they split open. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know what
they
you're talking
only
about.
advertise them at Christmas time.
That's
small sponge
cake.
Blob of orange jelly on top with a coating of chocolate. I mean,
it's flan.
I'm not a fan of cake, really, or most sweet things, because I'm diabetic, but you only live once. So, worth a try. When we all go to Wales for our maker meetup in Wales, then
I thought it was the beachfront property in Arizona where you were going.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. The beachfront property in Arizona. That's it. Sorry. Welbot, find a link. He said, Welbot, find a link.
You see this little spot right here? That's chroma keyed farther out. That's a 3D print.
Oh, that's your box.
Yeah.
That's your little crate. Yeah.
This has got a whole bunch of leftover discarded prints. That's what's actually sitting in here. So this is Maker Geek's mint green filament. So wow, that works fantastic. And also this part right here that's sitting up, this is
that the mint ice cream one? Did you get that? Did you get that that box that had the mint ice, that had the ice cream colors in it?
No, this was just mint green.
I have a roll of a mint green that I got from Maker Geeks. I got a mint green and I got like a peach kind of color, and they came in like one of their mystery boxes. They did their geek boxes. Whoa.
That's hilarious. I've not chroma keyed it for a while, so.
Is diabetes contagious? No. But you eat the right foods, you can definitely give it to yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I have to stop using multiple monitors. I just tried to slide my mouse over to the printer to start a print.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
That'd be slick, though. If you had the display, if the display to your 3D printer were connected as an external monitor, tell me that would not be slick. That's a good idea. TK, I think you're onto something, man. If you had, oh, you know what you could do? You could use like Octoprint or something. What are you listening to?
What?
What are you listening to?
Something I was sent.
Oh. You could take, you could connect a tablet as an external monitor. You could take the tablet and connect it as an external monitor. Aaron, that is so loud.
I was trying to get it to mute it, but it wasn't.
That is so loud. You could connect as an external monitor, and then you could have it open to a tab of like Octoprint or something. So you could you could like have it be like connected to your printer, and you could technically use your mouse on it. Totally possible, TK. We can make this happen.
Totally make that happen. Just like we could totally make a space drone.
A space drone?
Oh, you didn't see that comments that I was having yesterday. With TK? Yeah. Space drone.
So I got an idea for another project. I have all kinds of ideas for projects, but I never actually do them. So I got an idea for another project, and I got the idea from our friend Bob Claggett, who was on the show. And I want to build a arcade cabinet, like a real arcade cabinet.
Oh, I want to build one too. Except I don't want a huge one because I only have so much room in here. So I want it kind of wall mounted.
Welbot, use the bucket. Use the bucket.
Don't kick the bucket though. Just don't kick it.
Don't kick the bucket, but puke in the bucket. Otherwise, you have to clean up the mess on the floor. We don't want that. Use the bucket. Put a plastic bag in the bucket. Huh? And then you can just tie it up. Boom. Drone in space. I'm sorry I missed that conversation. I've been otherwise occupied lately.
It's not like you're back to teaching.
Oh man. Yeah, we had our first robotics team practice today. So we had a robotics competition that was supposed to be in May, and because of the virus, they pushed it back. And we thought that they were going to just cancel it, and then they up and announced a couple of weeks ago, oh, by the way, we're going to have this competition. It's going to be in September, so you better just get ready. Which means for all the other teams, it's not a big deal because they just pick up where they left off or whatever. But for my team that is in a school, and because we have 7th and 8th graders, that means that all the 8th graders that were on the team moved up to the high school, and we have an infusion of brand new 7th graders this year. So essentially, we're looking at a whole brand new team. So we have to start over from the very beginning, and we have 3 weeks to do a competition that would normally take 6 months to prepare for. So I called a meeting today after school, and we had 20 kids show up for our team, and we can have 5. So I emailed my principal and I said, we're going to need some more supplies here because we have a lot of kids who want to be on this team. We're building a drone in space.
Oh,
it's called Roads on Mars, and we're creating a replica of the Mars rover. That's it. That's the name of the competition. Drone in space. So you want to hear the stupidest thing I've ever done?
Yes. Yes, I do. I had to think about that for a second.
I was going to change my brother's oil. And I wanted to make a YouTube video about how to change your oil in your car because I was like, I have this little series that I started like forever ago that I never really did anything with, but it was called Things Every Guy Should Know. And so it was just me making videos of stuff that I feel like every guy should know how to do, like how to tie a tie and how to change your oil and how to, grill a hamburger or whatever. So I made
grow a hamburger.
Grill a hamburger.
I thought you said grow a hamburger.
Well, you know how sometimes people use the mushrooms as steak substitutes, or you could 3D print with that red dye. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, so I had this series called Things Every Guy Should Know, and I was going to film this video. So I started filming this video with my brother of me changing the oil in his car. So we went and got the stuff. We were changing the oil. I took the oil plug out. I did not get oil on my hand when I took the oil plug out. And I was like, it's possible, And then I took the filter out, and the filter is like mounted underneath the engine, right? So it's one that you have to like unscrew and come straight down. So I took the filter off. I put the new filter back on, put the oil plug back in. I went and filled it with oil. And when I started the car, it just started gushing oil, like gushing. Check a fuse in a plug or wire a plug. Exactly, TK. So what happened was the O-ring from the old oil filter got stuck to the engine, and I forgot to check it and pull it out before I put the new oil filter in. So when I put the new oil filter on, it grabbed the old O-ring and it like tweaked it at this weird angle. So it made this gap. And I thought to myself, maybe I just didn't tighten it up enough because I'm an idiot. So I went and got a wrench and tightened it up. And now that I've discovered what the actual problem is, I can't get the oil filter off. And it was at that moment that I decided maybe this is not a great YouTube video.
And it was at that moment that Chris learned that he completely and utterly screwed the pooch.
I was like, things every guy should know that apparently I don't. So, yeah. Not
That's
super
a little fun.
excited about
A little
that
fun.
one. Trying to decide if I should still make the YouTube video and explain how I fixed it. Or if I should just like make another video, like do it again a second time, but this time do it right.
You could do that too.
That's probably what I'm going to do.
And then you could do at the end the bloopers of, oh crap.
Oh, it's bad, man. It's bad. I don't know how good the footage is because I haven't looked at it yet.
That's
But
fun.
I haven't looked at it at the footage yet. But
yeah. So Eddie, I did catch catfish during the daytime.
yeah, Aaron went catfishing
Last Saturday. Yeah, it was fun. It was nice to get out and go catfish. I'm
like
gonna
the MTV show.
yeah, like the MTV show. Catfishing everybody with his face.
I don't know. The idea of a catfish is that you use somebody else's face.
I know. This is not my real face. I can't put it on.
Eddie says you only caught catfish because they were starving.
I am Optimus Prime.
And this is my real voice. You're all going to die down here. 2020.
2020 is taking many casualties, you know?
I know it. You got to have a sense of humor at some point in time, though.
Yeah. You know, Michael, I used to think that I was a jack of all trades. And then I realized that I'm a jack of like no trades. like sometimes I feel like maybe I don't even know how to make a trade. Hey, Brian, hey. How we doing, eh?
Hey, Bryan. How's it going?
Kathy, how are you doing? It's great to see you guys. Someone just took a screenshot.
Oh, what? Well, not a screenshot, but yes, I was sending a picture of something.
You're sending me a picture or something?
No.
Oh.
You know, the more and more I have this back here, I wish that I could just put that up as an actual background right there. Because, I mean, come on, man. Look at that. Having that back behind me would be baller.
Oh boy. And here come the puns.
Hey.
A. Yeah, that's right. A. Well, you know how to spell Canada, right?
A.
CANADA. I'm trying to remember. There was a comedian who had some pretty good Canadian jokes, but I can't remember them. A. We could go to Canada, A. We could leave the country and go to Canada. Oh, Michael.
Yeah,
Michael.
no. I don't want to go to Canada because they've really got a really bad outbreak of the 19 up there.
Really?
No. Yeah. Nope.
What's interesting is like the patients that my wife is taking care of that have had COVID. She said that the ones that had it the worst are the ones that went down to Mexico and got it in Mexico. Like it's a different strain or something. I don't want to go to Canada because of polar bears. Hey, do you guys know what color a polar bear is? Do you know this? Do you know this? Do you know this? This is true. You know what color a polar bear is?
Say it.
Polar bears are black. Did you know this? For real. So polar bears are black and their fur is actually clear and it diffuses the light. That's why it looks white. But polar bears are actually black. And so because their fur is clear, then the sun is able to shine through it and that helps to heat their bodies because they absorb the light from the sun because they're black.
Nice.
Kathy says come to Australia. I'd like to go to Australia, actually. I'd love to go to Australia. Mate? A?
The land down under.
I come from the land down under. I'd like to go to Australia. Wash hands. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Polar bears are pretty sweet. I'm just saying, they're pretty awesome. So, but I would not want to be, cornered in a cave by one. Bring me back a Vegemite sandwich.
No.
Okay,
wait, I've heard Vegemite is a no.
I've heard that it's gross too, but it's got to taste. I mean, it can't be that bad if there's that many people in Australia that eat it. Like I mean, it's popular, right? Kathy, please tell us about this here. Tell us about Vegemite. I've heard that it's really, really salty, but I mean, it can't be that bad if there's so many people that like. Eddie, where have you been, man? That was how we started the show. That was how we started the show.
We literally started the show off like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
2020 has taken too many casualties, Eddie. 2020 has taken too many casualties.
Well, he's had it before 2020. He died of, colon cancer. So, I mean, it sucks. It truly does.
It's just one more thing, man.
Because in the beginning, before we started the show, Chris and I were talking about it, and I was saying I don't know if they are going to be continuing, if they've started filming for the Black Panther, or if they've not filmed at all, what they're going to do with Black Panther 2. Because that was big part of Phase 4 for Marvel. So yeah, I don't. Don't know.
Kathy says if you grow up with Vegemite, you love it, and if you didn't love it, it's salty. Kathy, listen, all right. This is because I care about you, all right? One of the symptoms of the virus is a loss of taste, all right? I'm just saying, please take care of yourself. Howdy, Jotaro Kujo. Kathy, I'm just saying, take care of yourself. You going to bed? I can in just a little while. Okay? So have mommy tuck you in, and then I'll come in and tuck you into when I get done here, okay? Oh. I'm just saying, Kathy, it's only because I care about you, all right? I'm just saying. Hey, close that door, please. He didn't hear me. He left the door open. Dang it. Marmite is the same as Vegemite. Both tastes like Twiglets.
What the crap sings the Twiglets?
Jotar, I'm not Australian. Go
ahead. You're speaking a different language now.
Throw another shrimp on the barbie. Hey, you know how you speak Australian, right? You say, rise up lights. And if you say it really fast, it sounds like you're saying razor blades in Australian accent.
Rise up lights.
Rise up lights. Gotta go get the rise up lights. TK's like, you don't have Twiglets either? TK, you guys talk about all kinds of weird food. Okay, listen, for reals. I'm gonna get like a P.O. box or something, and I'm gonna put it in the YouTube video.
I've got a P.O. box.
You have one?
I have a P.O. box. Give me a second.
Well, guess what? You don't live next to me, though.
Yeah, but I've got your address.
Oh, that's true. You guys need to. You call that a knife? That's not a knife. This is a knife. Kathy says they're not the same. Marmite is even saltier. And Brian's like, what the crap is a Twiglet? All I'm saying is we need to definitely like we'll put in the video description, we'll put our P.O. box, your P.O. box, and then you guys can send us some of this weird stuff that you're talking about. And when we get a return address, I'll send you a package back with some weird American stuff. That would cost a fortune. It'd be worth it, though. It'd be worth it. Vegemite and Tim Tams. What's Tim Tams? I've heard of that before, too. I've heard of that, but I don't know what it is. Weird America stuff. What's a weird food that we eat in the United States that would be weird for someone else?
I don't know.
Rattlesnake jerky. Like,
I've actually not had rattlesnake jerky.
I mean, I live in Arizona. We got all kinds of weird stuff here too. Elliot came in to say hi, and I said, close that door, and he ignored me. So, bye. We're almost done, though, I think. Grits. Hot dogs. Is hot dogs just something weirder? I mean, there's hot dogs in other countries, too. I've been to Brazil. I lived in Brazil for 2 years, and I ate hot dogs all the time.
I got a funny hot dog story. You ready for it?
Oh, American cheese. TK says American cheese. We eat plastic cheese.
Yeah, that American cheese is pretty much plastic. I agree with you.
I agree. American cheese is garbage, but
it's processed. It's 100% processed. There's
everything's got a process, you know. Okay. Anyways, cheese curds. Do you guys eat cheese curds? Is cheese just like an American thing? Like nobody else eats cheese or what? Like
We love our cheese. Cheese
That's
curds
true.
are awesome. So
cheese
hot
curds
dog
from
story for you.
Clover. Okay, go ahead.
So, you know, a lot of people use hot dogs for catfishing, right?
I know that now.
Mm-hmm. So, back when I lived in my original hometown, Adrian, we went catfishing a lot and fishing, and my older brother had hot dogs put in the freezer for fishing, so we just put them in there for saving for later. And my sister Bobby, so my older brother Jeremiah. So I'm one of 7. I'm in the middle. I'm actually in the middle. I'm the middle child. I'm the odd one out. And so put it in there for later. Well, she had actually gotten the hot dogs and eaten them. We used to eat hot dogs just plain at times, not cooking them. But so she took and ate the hot dogs, and then he goes, "You didn't just eat those hot dogs, right?" She goes, "Yeah, I did. Those are special catfishing hot dogs for fish. It's got this special like stuff in it," and she literally threw up.
Oh my gosh. You did not. You told her they were.
My older brother did. My older brother did.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. But I mean, if you really think about what's in a hot dog, it's pretty disgusting. But most people are just like whatever. Like we eat chicken nuggets, jalapeno poppers. I feel like I don't know. This is me being a stuck-up American jerk, I guess. But I feel like American foods and candies and stuff like already exist in other countries. Fried pickles.
Fried pickles are good.
Fried pickles. Well, I mean, those are all things that you could just like make in those other countries. Pumpkin pie. Okay, wait, pumpkin pie. Do you guys eat pumpkin pie? Because I feel like that's a pretty solid American thing, right? Pumpkin pie. I don't know. This is all smoked bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers. When you say nopes, are you saying never tasted pumpkin? Pumpkin pie, pumpkin seeds? Dude, pumpkins are just for Halloween, but that doesn't mean that you don't eat pumpkin pie around. I mean, you guys don't really have Thanksgiving, I guess, but
yeah. Well, let's see.
mean, there's probably a Thanksgiving in Wales, right?
Christmas. A lot of people have pumpkin pie at Christmas. So
That's true. Pumpkin pie is like the best pie, like honestly. But only if it's made with the fake squash pumpkin and not with real pumpkin. Pumpkin soup. Well, you can't really buy pumpkins in the United States unless it's Halloween either, but that's just because it's seasonal. But you can, I mean, like they sell pumpkins starting in like September,
pecan
like
pie.
maybe pecan pie. Pecan pie has always been too sweet for me. I've never been big on like super.
Pecan.
Pecan. Sorry. There's my Arizona showing. Pecan pie. But no, TK, they sell it in a canned pumpkin. Maybe I'll send you a canned pumpkin. You can buy pumpkin all year round. Does it just grow really well, Kathy, in that environment or what?
Probably. You can see that.
A pecan is something you keep by the bed because the outhouse is too far away.
I'm dying, Brian. I'm dying right now.
Brian, that was solid, Brian. That was solid. It's pecan, he says. Pecan. That's funny. Oh, Aaron, I gotta ask you this. Did you know that cashew is a fruit?
I literally listened to that song. I literally listened to that song at work. Have you heard that song?
There's a song?
Oh my gosh, I'll have to send it. Oh, yeah. Did you know that cashews come from the fruit? Did you know that cashews come from the fruit?
I did not know that was a song. No.
I will send you the song.
Because
I will send you the song.
When I was in Brazil, we used to drink cashew juice all the time. And I was like, I didn't like, what did they just like crush up the nuts or something? And I had no idea that cashew was an actual fruit. And then I learned, I saw a cashew in person and I thought it was awesome. Oh, you want me to put this in the description of the...
Oh, you finally saw that. I thought you knew that.
I wasn't paying attention, yeah.
No, that's fine.
Oh.
You can do whatever.
So what they do in Brazil is they cook the crap out of it, and then they blend it up and they put it in these bottles as concentrate. So you mix it with water and you drink it as like a juice. It's like the juice of the poor, which meant that was what we drank all the time. Catch me outside. How about that? Yeah, they roast the cashew nut, but the fruit, they like boil the crap out of it and then they just condense it. They make it into a concentrate. Sweet. Well, let me see. I'm gonna open this bad boy up. Whoa. Sorry, Inception. Sweet. So I am going to add this to the description here. And I'm going to add this P.O. box. Let's see here. So I'm going to put this P.O. box in the description of the video, and then if you guys have some weird stuff that you want to send to us, I will gladly send some weird stuff back to you. If I can find weird enough stuff. Oh, you know what's weird? Those zombie Skittles. Do you remember those?
Yes.
I'm going to literally say, send us weird stuff.
So in the private chat, I sent you the, did you know that cashews come with a fruit song?
Is it like a video or what?
It's a music video. It's a cartoon. I've listened to the song. I've not seen the actual video.
Oh, Eddie, hey, thanks for joining us. Have fun working on RC3PO. I would love to be there helping you work on it, but unfortunately, here I thought you had some radio control. Sweet. All right. Well,
later, Eddie. Have a good one.
First of all, I'd just like to say thank you guys so much for joining us. This really was a fun stream. It wasn't super organized, but it was fun. Just hanging out with you guys.
Kind of a downer on the beginning of it, but yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, so thank you guys very much for joining us. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please just know that it's an option, and we welcome it. Aaron surpassed me in subscribers, and I'm feeling a little down because of it. I was
It's
way
okay.
ahead of
Geeky Faye, like rocketed past me. Like,
man, but it's because she's a good-looking girl. Like I can't compete with that. You know what I mean? Look at his face. Like I can't compete with that. It's just not gonna happen. But if you, I appreciate it. If you guys leave a like on the video or something, that's also greatly appreciated because it helps to get it out there so other people can see the videos too. And if you're watching this later because you watched later on, I appreciate that as well. So thank you. Next week we're going to be over on this guy's channel, same bat time, but his bat network. 2:06 p.m. Saturday afternoon. This actually seems like a pretty decent time. If Thomas were just waking up at this time and not just going to bed at this time, then it actually would be like a normal thing. I'm watching this in the future. It's like 9 o'clock at night where I am. So, all right. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching.
So, I wanted to say one thing. The next week's show, we are going to have Paul, Josh, and I'm spacing on the last name of our other guest who is coming in. Oh, give me just a moment. Oh, I can't even think of the last name. But it's the fellows that are doing the Pico Hybrid. So all three of them are coming on our show next week. So tune in for them, everybody. We will be having the talk on the Pico Hybrid and their Kickstarter that's coming up soon. So next week is that. So join us. It's gonna be a fun stream. I'm not sure how long it's gonna go for, but it's gonna be awesome. So, but thank you so much, everybody, for joining us this week, and we will catch you next week on my show, and we greatly appreciate you guys. So thank you so much.
Yes, thank you guys very much, and we will see you next week over on his channel. Happy making. We'll see y'all around.
Take care. Bye.